Alright, we are kind of in a fucked up situation. We had a flight today with Flybondi and it was meant to take us at 6 in the afternoon to Bariloche. And yesterday evening at like 8:30 I received an email that said it is cancelled. Well, for those who don't know the geographics of Argentina, Argentina is a huge country. This flight would have taken us around 2 hours. Bariloche is super far away. In bus it takes around 24 hours, which is why we chose to fly. But now we are having troubles to, figure out how to get to Bariloche. We have everything. We have a hotel, we have activities booked, we have a car reservation, so it's a little bit messed up right now and we are trying to find a solution. We checked flights, but obviously if you book flights super spontaneously, they are crazily expensive, especially because it is high season in Argentina, it's summer. The kids are on summer break, so a lot of people are traveling and the flights to Bariloche in the next 3 days are insanely expensive. So the plan is to go to the bus station, Retiro, that is in Buenos Aires, and we will see if they have still bus tickets available for today, because on their webpage there is nothing currently. So we decided to go there directly and ask. If not, we might get bus tickets for tomorrow. Anyway, we were trying to call Flybondi to find a solution, but it was impossible. We reached them this morning after I don't know how many hours of calling them. And they told us they could change the flight from the 13th, which is today, to the 15th, which in general wouldn't be too bad. But the problem is they said they couldn't say for sure that we would actually be flying on the 15th if we would choose that flight. So there's no guarantee. Apparently they have problems with payments since their leasings of the flights of the airplanes is with international companies. They pay everything in dollars and apparently they don't have dollars. I honestly am a little bit surprised that they didn't know that a little bit earlier, but whatever. We cannot change the situation. We are trying to find a solution and hopefully we are going to find a way to go to Bariloche today or tomorrow. Alright, so we just got our bus tickets. Didn't have anything for today, so we are leaving tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon. And as I said before, it is a 24 hours ride. So we will arrive in Bariloche the day after tomorrow at around 2. Meaning we are going to lose 2 whole days. That also means we need to reorganize everything because I mentioned before, we already have our hotel booked, we have the car, we have a tour, we have everything planned out. So since we are now losing time, we need to reorganize things and also change the dates for a tour. I had one for tomorrow, for example. Obviously that is impossible now, but they also already told me that I can change it, the date. So I'm not going to lose any money at least. I need to talk to the hotel. Hopefully they won't fine us for those 2 nights that we aren't going to stay there. Well, the car, I need to reorganize the car. So for now, the plan is to go back to where we stay and reorganize our things, plan the days in Bariloche to still make the most out of our time. And then we will come back tomorrow with our bags and stuff and take the bus to Bariloche. Here we are again at the bus station 1 day later on our way to Retiro, the central bus station, where we are going to take the bus to Bariloche. We've got all of our stuff with us. So hopefully in 24 hours we will finally reach our destination 2 days later than originally planned. Yesterday we changed a lot of plans, like we contacted the hotels, the activities we booked, the car that we rented. Luckily people were super understanding and we are not losing any money because they easily shifted our activities. We are having the car for 1 day less now without having to pay for it. Same with the hotel, 2 nights less than we originally planned. Well, people were luckily super understanding, so at least we aren't losing money. But anyway, we'll see how the 24-hour trip is going. Alright, we just arrived at the bus station and are now waiting for our bus. We came with a lot of food, we came prepared, we bought some bread and empanadas and a few snacks and some water. Of course we are going to stop on the way, but honestly, I don't trust places like, on the Autobahn or whatever, because they are usually not the cleanest and I do have a sensitive stomach. And imagine that, getting sick on a 24 hours bus ride. We want to avoid that, so we brought our own food and are only going to buy something in cases of an emergency. In about 10 minutes we should be able to get on the bus. So yeah, we'll just rest a little bit here and then the journey is going to start. Our bus is finally here and we are going to get on it now in a little bit, and then wish me luck for that ride. So we just found our seats. We are on the upper level and pretty much in front, so we have actually great views, and I don't know why, but I'm actually a little bit excited about this trip. I personally love going anywhere in buses or trains, although 24 hours is a little bit exaggerated, but anyway, most people would actually hate it. I don't know, for me it's not too bad, I guess. The longest trip I've taken was of 18 hours and that was in Colombia, and it was, I don't know, it passed by quickly. I was sleeping a lot and I was enjoying the views, the landscapes, so I think I will be fine. Also, the seats here are super comfortable. It's like a seat that you can make into a bed, so later on I'm pretty sure I will sleep like a baby here. But for now, we are waiting to leave. In a few minutes we should be leaving and we will finally be on our way to Bariloche. Oh, we are leaving right now. It's almost 8:30 and we are doing the first stop of the trip and using those 15 minutes that we have to go to the bathroom, and we are at the gas station, so this is the place where we can also buy some snacks. But yeah, I'm just using this to walk a little bit, stretch my legs and go to the bathroom, of course. I'm back from my little break. I actually used the first 6 hours of this trip very productively. I actually watched a few things. I also took a nap and I was working a little bit, editing a video and also doing some research for Bariloche and also organizing a few things for tomorrow. By the way, if you've wondered what is the best way to travel in Argentina, well, honestly, the country is super huge and I would not necessarily recommend taking a lot of buses. It is possible to travel through the whole country with a bus, but I mean, I'm not even crossing half of the country and this is going to take me 24 hours. So just imagine to do this a couple of times, it will be super exhausting, so it is not necessarily recommendable unless you love taking buses and you have a lot of time here in the country. Also, another thing, if you think that taking buses will be cheaper than taking a flight, this is actually not true. I was surprised by that because quite often the bus tickets were more expensive than flights. In this case now we paid $77 more or less, and that is the same price that we also paid for the flight from Buenos Aires to Bariloche that got cancelled. Now, with the bus, obviously we have more of a guarantee. I personally would not necessarily recommend the low-cost airline of Argentina anymore, because actually when I talked to the hotel in Bariloche, they told me that Flybondi has a lot of problems, or they said they always have problems. So if you can avoid that, avoid it. Yeah, anyway, those are your options. There are 3 airlines here in Argentina, 2 low-cost airlines, Flybondi and Jet Airways or something like that, and then there's the national airline that is apparently also the best airline. Luckily our next 2 flights will be with that one, so I am convinced that the second part of our trip will go as planned. We will get back on the bus now. It's almost 11:30 now and it seems like we aren't going to take another stop today anymore. I suppose that we will stay on the bus until tomorrow morning. So for me it is time to go to bed and get some sleep now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, people. I woke up about 10 minutes ago, I think. It's 8:15 and we are making our second stop on this trip. Actually, I think there was one stop at night, but it was not an official stop. I think that this was another stop where people actually entered the bus. I'm not sure though. It was at like 6 a.m. And then the night was quite good. I slept around 8 hours in theory, but I had some breaks. I got woken up in the middle of the night at around 3, I think, because the ride was getting super bumpy, and I looked outside what was going on, and we were like in the middle of nowhere. It was super dark, I didn't see that much, and it was like a dirt road. I have no idea how we got there or if that main road suddenly ended, no idea. But besides that, the night was quite well, and yeah, we will start the trip again in around 10 minutes. Here we are able to have a breakfast and stuff, but there's only a little bit missing now. I think around 5 hours, something like that. So this will be the second and last stop, and then we will reach Bariloche finally. I can't believe it, but we made it! Finally, we are in Bariloche, and our adventure here can start. We arrived at 1:40 more or less, so it took a little bit less than 24 hours. I am quite tired, but we don't have time to rest because we have a plan. Actually, we need to go to Western Union now, and afterwards we will go to the hotel, do the check-in, leave our stuff, and then it is time for the first activity. We will do a hike here in the area and make the most out of our time here. We are on a tough schedule because we lost almost 2 days now, so we managed to put a lot of things in only 3 days now. So yeah, we will start right away. But for now, this is the end of today's video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because the adventure here in Bariloche is only going to start. So to follow me on that, subscribe to my channel, leave me a thumbs up to support my work, and I will see you in the next video.